Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. My name is Matthew Kidman, and today I'm joined by Justin Braitling from Watermark and Ben Rundle from NAOS, and we're talking food and beverage stocks. Start with you, Justin. Sugar, no one likes it, no one wants it anymore. Coca-Cola, Amatil, buy, hold or sell?
A hold. Coke's probably a hold. CSDs are on the nose, obviously. We probably will see a sugar tax here at some stage. The water business is also quite challenged as well. It's getting very competitive. They actually make a lot of money out of bottled water. That's a big business for them. But they've done a good job in taking costs out and stabilising the business. They were over-earning, they were overpriced, and they've kind of reset the bar, stabilised the business. And it's not expensive, particularly compared to the global bottlers. Wouldn't be surprised if someone has a crack at it at some stage. But the business is challenged, and so we probably see it as a hold.
Caffeine, sugar, normally sells, buy, hold or sell, Ben?
Yeah, I think it's a hold as well. I'm a believer that structural theme against carbonated soft drinks is real, and yeah, maybe we do see a sugar tax as well. A lot of the earnings have really come from cost out, gross margin expansion rather than the top line. Nothing to get excited about. Maybe someone can take them out, so it's a hold.
Let's move to the behemoth of the sector. Got food, beverage, even hardware. Wesfarmers, buy, hold or sell?
Got a bit of everything. I've actually got a sell on Wesfarmers. I think with the what's happening in supermarket land at the moment, having a low cost player aggressively target the market's not good for any of the incumbents. The coal business isn't doing well. Hardware's a standout, but that's probably got limited growth from here in my view. So I think it's a sell for the time being.
Coles has done well, Justin, but it is under pressure. Buy, hold or sell?
I agree with Ben. It's a sell. The supermarket industry is in a bit of a downward spiral here. They're very leveraged to price. Woolies put $700 million into their basket in cutting prices last year. There's more to go, and that's only a headwind for Coles. So it's just going to be a lot tougher for Coles. Their quarterly sales number comes out, I think, in the week after next. That'll probably be okay, but any strength I'd look to sell into that.
And we all like cheap pizzas. We can buy 12 for $60. Domino's, buy, hold or sell?
Well, it's a tough one, Domino's. If they can execute in Europe and Japan as they have here in Australia and get similar sort of penetration, then there's still a lot of upside in Domino's. So you back management, given their track record, it's probably a hold, I think, given the valuation.
Ben, they're all over the world and they're selling pizzas. They're expensive. Buy, hold or sell?
They're very expensive. I can't tell anyone to buy a stock on that sort of multiple. I do think they deserve a premium, but not as much as what they have at the moment. So it's a hold. Look, it's been an amazing story, but it's one that I'm happy to sit and watch from the sidelines.
Let's go down to the agricultural end of the food chain. GrainCorp, buy, hold or sell?
I think GrainCorp's a buy. When we look at companies, we often look to what would a private player potentially pay for it to take out the company, and with GrainCorp we have an answer for that. Now obviously that was knocked back for political and regulatory reasons, but at least we know what it's worth in the hands of another player. I think it was $13.20 or something. It's at about a 40% discount from there at the moment, so I think it's a buy.
Sitting duck, Justin, buy, hold or sell GrainCorp?
Probably is a buy here as well. There are a lot of challenges around their ports and grain handling business. New competitors coming in. I think the new Wollongong terminal is about to open for a competitor. So that business is going nowhere in the short term, but it's at a very seasonally weak period. It's had a very seasonally weak period, and you're really not paying much for that now. You're getting the malt business pretty much. You're paying pretty much just for the malt business. So it's probably a hold here, and then the bidders might come back at some stage.
And all food needs fertilizer at the start of the journey. Incitec pivot, buy, hold or sell?
Incitec's probably a buy here. It's come back a long way with the DAP price and the ammonia price. They've been driven largely lower by gas prices though, and so they're protected there in their contracts. They really just capture the spread between gas and the end product price. They've got exposure obviously to explosives as well, and there are ongoing challenges there as explosive prices continue to move lower. But the stock's cheap. The Louisiana plant is a good project. The balance sheet will be very strong once that plant's completed, and they'll engage in capital management to support the share price, so I think it looks okay here.
I wish some of my investments were sprinkled with a bit of fertiliser at the moment, Ben. Incitec pivot, buy, hold or sell?
I agree. I think it's a buy. The free cash that they'll generate out of that Louisiana plant will be quite significant. The debt at the moment looks to be quite stretched, but it'll be quickly paid down with that cash. Also too, the analysts have really adjusted all their commodity prices down from what I've seen. So any tick up, we're about to go into the Northern Hemisphere planting season as well. So maybe that helps, but any tick up, it'll have significant leverage on the upside, and management is, as Justin pointed out, committed to supporting or any sort of capital management issues with that extra cash they generate. So it's buy.
It's not a smorgasbord, but there's a little bit to nibble on in the food and beverage sector.